Good morning, everyone. I'm Rabbi Hannah Leslie Glazer. We welcome you, Congregation Adat Re'im, our meditation Minyan. So it is a very special time post Shavuot, and we are very happy to welcome everyone who is joining us today on the Zoom, but also anyone who is catching the recording later on after the fact. So we're in a very special time of the year. We have just had the holiday of Passover leading into the 7-week run-up to the holiday of Shavuot, and then a 2-day celebration of Shavuot, which is such a joyous holiday, and it is usually almost always beautiful weather and just such a great time of year. And it was a very special time. So we have been working together on exploring the 7 sefirot that the Jewish mystics identified as being the qualities or traits of holiness that led up into the culmination of Shavuot. And I thought it would be an interesting meditation today to be thinking about our, it's kind of a process of what we've gotten out of that time together. And just like in the book of Ruth, when Ruth goes to follow her mother-in-law, Naomi, after their husband dies, and Ruth makes a commitment to following Naomi and becoming part of the Israelite people. And then after that, there are scenes of harvesting and sowing and reaping that come in the book of Ruth. So too, I would like for us to be thinking about what we can harvest out of the time that we've spent in reflection, in spiritual practice, in grounding ourselves, and exploring all of these different traits. And so that's the meditation we are going to have today, is harvesting our the fruits of our spiritual practice, which is very much in line also with Shavuot, where we bring harvest of grain and also the first fruits from our fruit trees is the ancient Israelite practice. So we are thinking about harvesting and what is it that we can harvest. So I'll invite you now to relax in your seat. Bring some good, fresh, clean air into the body, in through your nose, torso, heart space, belly. Just feel the air expanding everything, clearing out any gunk that may be around. Kind of like a good, deep spring cleaning. Getting in the corners and the crevices. Really thinking about energizing all the corners of the body with oxygen. Through the hips, down the legs, down to the toes, and through the feet. as well as through the shoulders and the arms and the hands through to your fingertips. And you may wish to wiggle your fingers a little bit and then place them down to rest. Wiggle your toes. Just really energizing the body with air, with light, with nutrition. Allowing the sensation of the body to help anchor us here and help us be fully present in this moment. And now we're going to shift our anchor into the breath itself. If you were sitting forward in your seat, you can relax back in your seat so that you are supported. Now the breath is to help relax us. As it comes into the body and then slowly filters out. Go ahead and make any adjustments you need to in your seat. To get yourself comfortable so you can relax. Now we want to turn our mind to remembering our 7 Sefirot. Briefly, the unconditional love of Chesed, the boundaries and the direction of Gevurah, the container of Gevurah, the balance of the two that is found in Tiferet, the springing off point and perseverance that is Netzach. The humility and the wisdom that comes from that humility, that is Hod. The grounded wisdom that comes from that balance of the two, which is Yesod. And finally, Malchut, which allows us to be our whole selves, our fullest self, our most possible potential. And as we reflect on these Sefirot and the process, the journey that we undertook, we take a moment to think about what we might be able to harvest from that process. What memories we may have of those insights, of those experiences that we wish to carry forward with us into our summer. And we can allow the thoughts to wash over us. We can allow a feeling or an experience to emerge, something that we may remember from our 7 weeks of practice together, or something entirely new. And we'll have about 7 more minutes to explore and continue on that journey. Enjoy your silent time. Slowly come back to the room. Deepen your breath. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Welcome back, everyone. And I hope whatever you were able to harvest, whatever came up for you, that it should be for a blessing for you and your loved ones around you and our community. So Chag Sameach, everyone. Hoping you had a wonderful Shavuot, and we'll see you soon. I'm going to be away next week. I'm going to be attending a silent retreat myself, a week-long silent retreat. And so I'll be back in another 2 weeks, and we'll see you then. Thanks again for joining us.